Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. But you look at this defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts they can get to him. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Forced out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To the air again, Prescott. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he maneuvers powers his way down to the 3-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
And this drive will begin with a run from H.A.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Dolphins nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A little juke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
In motion goes the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? In motion right, Debo. Again, McCaffrey. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, 21 TX. Out.
From the gun, it's Tua. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The Dolphins at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 and a throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Pushing his way through. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
A first down throw for Prescott. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Prescott. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Niners 14, Dolphins nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Option handoff now to H.A.
And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Going to 53. Hey, kill. 26.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And quickly, they get to the line.
Gun. 26.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's our 47.
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21G, 21G. Hey.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
25 yards on the play. That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Watch it, Oscar.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side to Kincaid.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going.
They run for it. H.A.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 46.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Through the middle of the field. Off to the races. Deebo Samuel.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
Niners 21, Dolphins nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Wilson snags it left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Long.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Down to about the 32.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a pickup of 3.
Prescott.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Kill.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.